Good morning, good morning.
Congratulations on everything you did with your sister. And
Thank you very much.
as we know, the two girls have separated and now starting two new businesses, so I only see that as a plus. So you've decided to call yours Rise Up. Why did you choose that name?
Absolutely. Okay, for a couple of reasons. I believe that, we believe, I should say, is that the community needs to rise up against domestic violence, but more than that, the nation needs to rise up.
One of the things I would love to ask you, because you've met many people in this situation, is mortgage stress and financial stress a big part of this, or is it just a personality thing?
Do you know, I think the thing that we need to always remember and always focus on, and especially in the media, is that domestic violence is a choice. Okay, So often I see articles that are saying, exactly what you've just said, or suggesting there's alcohol or drugs contributing to this. At the end of the day, absolutely those are contributing factors. But at the end of the day, domestic violence is all about power and control, and it's a choice. You don't see perpetrators going to work and beating up their colleagues, do you? You don't.
No.
You see it in the intimate home environment, and we absolutely need to look at that. It's an antisocial behaviour that the good men in our community need to rise up and show their intolerance to it.
What do you think is the answer? Because that's what we want to know. It's what the government is trying to find answers to.
Yeah.
It's what the community is trying to find answers to. What
Yeah.
do you think? Because you see it every day.
Look, we do, and we work really, really closely. At RizeUp, it's really important. We see ourselves as that conduit between the services and the community. So it's really important that we make these amazing partnerships with those people in the sector at the front line. And what we're seeing is that the biggest thing is the attitudes, the social attitudes to domestic violence. That's what we can all participate in. We have to talk about it as a community. We have to look at gender-based discussions and, look at the objectification of women and have intolerance to that. When women are objectified, there is much easier chance to be violence perpetrated against them. And at RizeUp, we feel that, again, it's obviously very collaborative. If one man is affected by domestic violence, it's one man too many. We need to have more funding. There needs to be more crisis accommodation. Domestic violence is the leading cause of homelessness for women and their children. 1 out of every 2 women get turned out onto the street because of lack of crisis accommodation. It's about young women needing to recognise what the signs of a healthy relationship are. Both parties, girls and boys, need to learn that. There are such high instances of dating violence in Australia, and it is about power and control. There needs to be more availability of help. And I think if men can start speaking up and talking about the issue. And absolutely, I think there is a lot of work to be done.
Well, if people want to help you, because we all want to know how we can help. I mean, obviously, mothers and fathers need to educate sons and daughters on you don't own somebody, how to deal with a breakup, and that violence is not okay. Starts in the home. But the second thing we can do is help you. How can we help you?
Love, can you just, if everyone can just go over to the RizeUp page, RizeUp, Rise Up with us. Come along, like our page. We're all across social media. The other thing that I really want to say is that there are amazing services at the front line. There is Domestic Violence Prevention Centre here on the Gold Coast, and there's the State Line DV Connect. If you are listening to this and you are affected by domestic violence, there is support out there waiting to help you. And this does not determine what your life story is going to be. It's not the end of your journey, and there's amazing people to help you carry on and recover and survive.
On the absolute flip side, you are a man and you have lost control and you have hurt the person that you love the most, because that's honestly what happens.
Yes.
Where do they go? What do they do if they want to seek help for their actions?
Absolutely. I would definitely, there are amazing men's programs as well. We are here to work with you, not against you. Ring 1-800-811-8101. There are fantastic men's line workers that can help you, link you through. And there's lots and lots of help, again, for the men as well. That doesn't determine the end of your journey, but it's really time to own your actions, because, no one deserves to be on the end of violence. Absolutely not. Zero tolerance.
Thank you very much, Nicolle.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me on, and we look forward to seeing you over at RizeUp.